No,
were
they
using
aren't.
the
They aren't
perspective that they
genuine
aren't
cases.
asylum seekers.
No, I am saying they do not qualify. They should not qualify, but they are classified as asylees, as you say, and that's the whole panoply. In fact, they get more than citizens. They have housings built for
undocumented
them.
citizens as a whole, because you have such strong opinions on this.
Ann Coulter absolutely destroys Hasan Piker live over illegal immigration as Ann Coulter exposes the real reason why so many immigrants abuse our asylum system as Hasan Piker tries to justify the very act of bypassing our own legal immigration system, as Hasan Piker, being a grifter, has no love or real respect for America. Folks, he's just a shill following the bag, but Ann Coulter at least seems to actually care about this problem and America first. Let's check it out.
Oh, absolutely not. Also, what difference does it make whether we build a wall or not? These are legal asylum seekers coming in the caravan. It's not like these people are coming to cross the border or jump over the Mexican border. I feel like if they were trying to sneak into the country, they'd probably be doing a better job and not come in such high numbers coming in after escaping violence in their countries. And then on top of that, this notion that Ann is snuck in, they have welfare checks waiting for them at the border is also preposterous. It's proven over and over again that immigrants contribute far more than they take to the U.S. economy. And I think there was 1,436 economists from all different backgrounds that wrote an open letter to Donald Trump advising him that immigration is a net benefit. It's virtually every single economist agrees on this.
Ann?
Well, none of these are asylum cases, or they'd stop in the first country they get to. The idea of asylum is something like there's a Holocaust, there's a potato famine. No, this is how these people always live, which is why all of different countries want to come to, the biggest welfare state in the world. That is the United States, and get welfare checks. And you got economists to sign a letter. Dumping poor people on America is not making us better. They are far more likely to be receiving welfare, and that's just your average illegal immigrant, and immigrant are way higher to be accepting government assistance than American.
How would they accept government assistance?
Applicants don't have to wait at all. They instantly get given food, housing, everything, but they aren't asylum cases. These aren't people fleeing one corrupt, I'm trying to kill you. Otherwise, they'd get to Mexico and say, whew, home free, I'm in Mexico. No, they want to come to the biggest welfare state in the world.
I mean, folks, let me know in the comments what you've heard, but all I see is Chicago, New York, LA, all of these sanctuary cities, folks, that are just bleeding money because they can't pay for the influx of all of these migrants who've been moved into there. I mean, New York has a massive deficit. Chicago is bleeding money, and they can't raise any more money to pay for them. Folks, if you let millions of people come across the border who can't speak the language, who don't know the culture, who don't know how to move in society, look, I'm sorry, they're just more of a liability than they are a benefit. That's why there's the legal immigration process, to where we know what are your skills, or I don't know, are you a criminal? Instead of the thousands and thousands of criminals who've openly and acknowledgingly been allowed to cross the border into our country now, that Donald Trump may have to try and, kick out. Like, this whole problem that Hasan Piker is overlooking, trying to say like, immigration is a good thing. Mass immigration can destroy nations. That's why you have borders. That's why you have, if you want to come in, you do it our way. We check out who you are, your skill set. Are you a net benefit? Let us determine. To say people just coming in is a net benefit is not accurate. And we know thousands of dollars of our taxpayers' money is going to feed, shelter, clothe, school, all of these people who are coming over. And they're not even just from the South Americas or, the Central Americas. So many of these people are from Tajikistan, Kazakhstan. I mean, they're from over in Central Asia. They're from all over the world, but they're not predominantly who we think we are, coming from Central America. And yeah, they could bypass everyone else, but Ann Coulter is exactly right. And I don't know how you can argue with it. They come here because only here can you throw your hands up and say, asylum, get in, and then get taxpayer funded money. Only here that I know of. I don't know of any other country that does it like we do here. but it's a joke, folks. And for Hasan Piker to simply overlook that whole issue, like I said, he's just following the bag. But let me know in the comments, folks. Let's leave a like. Let's get back in.
The American welfare state might be big in totality as far as our population goes, but it's definitely not as encompassing as plenty of other European nations. But that's besides the point. You mentioned welfare. Can you describe to me specifically how undocumented citizens take advantage of our robust welfare state?
They can't walk to Sweden. They can walk to this country.
No, but you're not answering my question.
They can also walk to Mexico, and they're not stopping there.
Okay, but you're not answering my question.
Well, you
if they're
say
coming
asylum.
to the US
Asylees are entitled to everything citizens are.
Oh, so now they're asylum seekers because previously you were using the perspective that they aren't asylum seekers.
No, I am saying they do not qualify. They should not qualify, but they are classified as asylees, as you say, and that's the whole panoply. In fact, they get more than citizens. They have housing built for them.
Undocumented citizens as a whole, because you have such strong opinions on this, and look, you've been doing this for longer than I've been alive, so I would love to hear your perspective on exactly how undocumented citizens take advantage of our supposedly robust welfare state.
We know they're massively collecting food stamps, health care. It is 100%
Absolutely
true.
not true. The only thing you can say is maybe they're using health care. Yeah,
okay,
the health care, as far as emergency rooms, approximately is 0.09% of the entire health care budget.
Schools, English as a second language classes. All these schools across America. Oh, sorry, there's going to be no Christmas pageant this year. We had 16 English as a second language classes.
Are you making the assumption that Latin American countries are somehow not Christian and therefore don't want Christmas?
What does this have to do with Christmas? Well, you're not following the argument.
Yeah, folks, Ann Coulter is exactly right. You've seen it in all the news. It's everywhere. All of these sanctuary cities. We know that your tax dollars, my tax dollars, depending on the state or where you are, we're paying for this stuff. And Hasan Piker just wants to pretend like this has never been a problem. If they're not getting access to that stuff, why would they be coming here in the first place? Like, you got access to cell phones. Everyone's got data all over the world. Like, you can get access to that, right? But why are they coming here? Because we're the richest country and we're the only ones who just hand out as much stuff as we do. And we can't support it anymore, folks. Like, we just can't support it. Like, and I'm so sick of the argument that people like Hasan Piker and others, these idiot pundits try to make is, oh, well, it's only this. It's only this problem. It's only this bad. I remember when the one woman on, I think it was MSNBC, was talking to JD Vance, they were talking about those cartels taking over the apartments. Oh, well, it's only a couple apartments. And JD Vance is like, do you hear yourself? You're talking about if it's only a couple apartments. And the same thing here, Hasan Piker. Oh, it's only this. The point is, it shouldn't be happening anyway. So how are we even disagreeing on this point? Like, why are you on the other side of this aisle if you're trying to make the argument that, like, it's only this little much, but you do agree that it shouldn't be happening at all if it's still a crime? Like, this is the crux that they try to use to get out of the argument. But yeah, folks, it's sad the people that grift for money and sell out their own country, like Hasan Piker, plenty of other sellouts and shills, you know who I'm talking about. But we need more people to be, yelling like Ann Coulter. I'm sorry. I mean, not exactly. I'm not liking everything that Ann Coulter says, but at least be willing to say it loud, like I think we did in the election. But, we're not there yet, folks. We still got a long way to go because now we get a chance to clean up the problem that's already here. But folks, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about what Ann Coulter had to say to poor woke Hasan Piker. Take care, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.